Okay, good morning. Here's the video that I promised, a full day of eating. I don't want to go through my entire day here in the Dominican. I want to go through just a training day and what I would eat. So I'll wake up and essentially weigh myself. I'm going to go through my day now. I'm just going to say that it's not, I don't eat straight away, right? Even though I'm trying to gain muscle. I wake up, I weigh myself, chug one of these bad boys, then do my meditation, and now you are with me now, where I'm sat with a little morning coffee, and I try to organize my day. Then I'll get into breakfast, then I'll get into my day. But I feel like if I go straight into having breakfast, I never really give my stomach a rest except for when I'm sleeping, because I kind of like to eat a little bit later on. And so therefore, I like to have a little bit of time just before eating my breakfast. Previous viewers of the channel will remember a time where I used to not eat anything till like 1 or 2 p.m. That's now changed because I train earlier and because I'm trying to consume quite a decent amount of calories. So we'll get into exactly what those look like today. I have had what those in the business would call absolute mare. I was so excited because I'd nailed the shake. I'd actually finally got the right amount of ice. Actually nailed it really well where it was nice and thick. And then we made a mess. I had to try and get the selfie stick. And in trying to get the selfie stick, I wanted to put the bowl in the freezer. Putting the bowl in the freezer, the bowl obviously spilled. So not as great as I'd intended, but this is still going to be delicious. I'll take this with some morning supplements I'll walk you through, and then we'll get to it. Before I do that, actually, I've got to tell you what's in it. It's about 50 grams total of protein powder, 150 grams of papaya. Papaya, if it's frozen, makes a really good like shake consistency. A shit ton of ice, avocado, frozen spinach, or it's actually normal spinach that I froze. What else do we have here? Pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, almonds, and cornflakes. Much less of a disaster for meal 2, which is my pre-gym meal. We've got the massively underrated toasties, cheese and fish, as you might have seen. It's just like dried cod that they do here. And then I've got a nice little cucumber, just because, I don't know, I saw it in the fridge. I thought I wanted it. And then we've got a passion fruit to wash it all down. Really small. Obviously, change your plans. I was supposed to walk you through my supplements. I'll do that once I finish eating here. Now, I totally understand that telling you how good this tastes doesn't do it justice, but it bloody does. Okay. I will get to the supplements. They're not that important, but I kept saying I'm going to get to them, so I will. But first, I already have been training, so that was about an hour and a half after that meal. Had a good session, good upper body session. Then went to buy some fish.
which we've got nice and fresh. But in buying the fish and in just going out on the scooter to go train, we got caught up in this complete tropical downpour, which has drenched my clothes. I'm not going to show you my waist down because you don't want to see that. But, you know, I had to strip off outside, get everything, make sure everything was dry. And then we're already in, and I've already got some pre-prepared cream of rice going on here. Which, by pre-prepared, I mean I've already made like a cold porridge mix. I then add a little bit more water, put it on the heat again. It makes it really nice and thick. Cream of rice, man. It is like oatmeal, but better. I'm going to add protein to that once it's finished heating up and I've finished my shower. So I'll show you that, and then I'll talk to you about the vitamin side. Finally, it stopped raining, and we've got post-workout, which is very broy. It's a very broy post-workout. We got in here. It's 100 grams of cream of rice. It's like 40-ish grams of strawberry protein, so it looks like bright pink. A little bit of yogurt. Cornflakes because it gives it the crunch, cacao nibs gives it the crunch, frozen bananas because that then it cools down the cream of rice, makes it really thick. This takes a little bit of time, but it is worth it. And if you want me to do a whole I'll do a whole recipe one on this soon enough, because it takes a little bit of effort, but it is bloody worth it, and it is a lot better than porridge. Stressful day. Work hasn't gone quite how I'd hoped, and trying to film all this food is actually a lot more frustrating than I thought it was going to be. But I mean, if a presentation of a meal personifies how a day's gone, like, we do have eggs, we have toast, we have zucchini, courgettes, and we have some plantains here, mashed plantains. This is the shit. And it's going to be good, but like, I've let you down with this video. This video sucks. So 2 things are going to make up for it. Number 1, I'm going to go through my supplements eventually after this. And number 2, I'm going to do this again next week. I'll be eating another, hopefully, if things go according to plan, I'll be eating another 100 calories. But I'll make a better video of this. I'll plan it out better. I won't do it on a day where I'm really fucking busy, double training session and like a heavy day of work. Although it does show how I can eat around it, but this is, not how I'd hope to go. But anyway, we've got a good meal, and it's a decent amount of carbs, low fat. There's 1 yolk in this egg, and again, just everything's ballsed up. But with this to go right, or with this to sort of figure out how much calories I've got after this, I will do so, and then I think we're gonna have some ceviche, so that will also make up for it. But otherwise, we've got this, and then we've got jiu-jitsu in about 90 or so minutes. Finished jiu-jitsu, and we like to have dinner kind of prepared. So this one is like a tuna poke thing. I'll give Beer credit. Normally, it's got a little bit more finesse to the dish, but this is just a big old pile of tuna, tomatoes, and vegetables. That's hers. But yeah, big old pile. And I'm just gonna get stuck into it. It's what have we got? Tuna, mango, cucumber, tomato, salad, and then carbohydrates. And then after this, we'll have dessert, and we'll get into the supplements. Maybe. So I went to record this video. I actually recorded that entire video, and it was a time-lapse like photograph thing. So this is one of those days. I'm sorry for putting together a very shit video, but whatever. The next one will be good, I promise. The next one will be so much better. I'm still gonna post it because I don't give a fuck. This is dessert. It's 20 grams protein, 100 grams of frozen papaya, some dark chocolate that's mixed up, some muesli, and some good old cornflakes. And 50 grams of avocado. If you, there you go, this will make up for the video. If you want to make really creamy sort of shakes that you can eat rather than drink, and you want them to have a really creamy texture rather than like just icy, avocado is a good suggestion to add to it. Plus healthy fats and stuff. Speaking of healthy things, my supplements, I've got to do that, right?
Okay, so disclaimer out of the way. Also, do we appreciate me, am I seeing this on camera now, how ridiculously curly and surfery my hair looks? Thumbs up for that. Now, like I say, carrying them in a bag like this makes it seem like they're really important. And, you know, the top 5% is important to me because I do take good care of the other 95%. Most of these supplements are for health, and we'll get into them. You'll also see what I've done here is I've double dipped a lot of them. Because what companies will do is they will give you, you know, you've seen it with every protein powder that you've bought. They'll have this giant tub or this giant pot, and then they'll only fill it half of the actual substance that you're trying to buy. All I've done is put in the other tablets in. Just meant that I only have to bring one of these as opposed to two of these for the same amount of medication, or not medication, for the same amount of supplements, right? So that was my sort of travel tip. The other travel tip you will see when I get into the powders that I take. But really, it's just about figuring out what works for you. None of this is revolutionary. None of this is amazing. None of these supplements are actually too much at all. So let's get into them. So first one I bought was, it says mushroom complex on here because it was, for my first few weeks here, I had some leftovers from this sort of cognitive mushroom style tablets that I was taking, just to see if it would give me the benefit. Very similar to like Alpha Brain or whatever you might see from On It. One of those it's ironic that I can't think of the word, cognitive enhancing brain supplements, right? I don't find that they work too great, so I stopped taking them. But this is quite a convenient container to take them in, or to carry my supplements in. This one has vitamin D3. I take 2 of these, which is 1,000 IUs, just to make sure I'm getting my vitamin D in. It's nothing overly special, but I'm also eating a lot of fish at the minute. But you know, if no one's overdosed on having too much vitamin D, you will just excrete it. If not, you can store it. I will get more into maybe doing a complete other video on the benefits of vitamin D, because it is something that I think that we as muscle builders, and there's people that want to enhance our physique, and there's people that want to enhance our performance, miss out on. And it's something that if we can pay a little bit more attention to it, might give us a massive benefit. And obviously longevity, being healthier, all that sort of stuff goes into it. But vitamin D3 is the one that you want to take. Best way to get it is to get the sun, but take a supplement on top of it, just ticks those boxes. Next one we'll get into, just to cover all our bases, it's a 1-a-day multivitamin supplement. This also has vitamin D in it, but nowhere near as much, so I supplement on top of the extra vitamin D. This is just to keep ticking the boxes. It's nothing overly special. It's just to, it's like an insurance policy. I do eat a lot of vegetables and fruits every day, so I'm not overly concerned about it. Even this, it's a mistake that I ordered on Amazon. It's 65 plus. So I've ordered the wrong one, but whatever. It's enough to keep me going. I'll take 2 or 3 of those a day, and I'll take the vitamins in the morning, and I'll take the minerals in the evening, which is the only mineral I take now is boron. So I'll get into that now. Boron is in this tub. Even though it says ashwagandha, I've got boron in here as well. The boron is to help sort of testosterone supplementation, to help me keep my testosterone into my 30s, as I suffered from multiple concussions. There's tend to be something that free testosterone might go down. Boron will help me assist with that, according to my doctor, and it was very cheap. Got hold of it, and it's just one that I take that a mineral that people seem to be lacking in. Then on top of that, we've got ashwagandha, which has been proven to be another testosterone slight helper. But more than anything than that, it just helps lower stress levels. If I take it in the morning, I do find my irritability go down a little bit. Maybe it's a bit of a placebo. I don't really know, but again, it's one of those things that I ordered at the time. I thought it might help me out. I think it can help you out. If it's something that's going to break the bank, I wouldn't bother. If you don't meditate, I wouldn't bother. If you don't sleep, I wouldn't bother. But if you've got those other things in place and you really want to help manage your stress levels, I do think ashwagandha can help. Next one we have here is another ashwagandha pot, but this doesn't have ashwagandha in. This one has calcium into it. And calcium is something that as a vegetarian or as a pescatarian, I do have to pay a little bit of attention to. Unfortunately, I did nail down a dosage of what I took, but on this video, I'm not going to remember. I'll put it in this. You'll see now how much the dosage is. I did write it out, but it's not on the label, so I can't really quite remember how much I took or how much I take on a daily basis. But getting an extra calcium, again, something that can be supplied by your diet, but is another bit of an insurance policy just to make sure I've got enough. And therefore I will be okay. I think we're already on to the final one, and this is DHEA. This is probably the controversial one because I don't think you can get it in the UK. I don't think you can get it in Australia either. But DHEA is it's a testosterone sort of substrate. It's not testosterone. It's not TRT. It's just a little bit of a hormonal supplement you can take that's legal. It's similar to like melatonin is illegal to buy in the UK, but it's a hormonal thing. And again, from the advice from a doctor, from him suggesting that if I want to get proactive about my testosterone levels, obviously take care of the sleep, obviously take care of the lifting, but taking some DHEA, I take 1,000 milligrams a day. So this is 25 milligram tablets, 25 milligram tablets, and I take 4 of those again with my breakfast, just enough to keep me being a stronger, healthier human, rather than worrying about like what's this going to add to my bench press or anything. But when we are talking about adding to bench press, I do have 2 powders that I take. Talk about seeing sketchy in an airport, right? Take this, and this are my 2 powders that I take. This one was a Gainz powder, but again, I've used it because I don't need to take a giant tub of creatine. But in this is creatine, 5 milligrams a day. Has more benefits than just assisting with strength and just helping your muscle water weight increase. It's got a ton of benefits. So 5 grams every day. If I take it before my workout, I'll remember to take it. So that's why I do that. And then I also have not the special white powder energy booster that you would thought it was going to be. It's actually citrulline malate, which works similar to creatine. Woman next door will not stop shouting at her dog. It works similar to creatine in that it does have more benefits than just in the weight room itself. It's not acute. It's something that you have to take over a period of time, and then you will feel the benefits. You might get a bit of a pump if you take it acutely, like 30 minutes before a session. It might help you get a bit more of a pump, which is a good indicator because that is actually the rep range that it kind of helps with, is when you're working more like 6 to 20 reps. It supports the blood flow into the muscle, in and around that muscle during those sort of longer duration sets. Really good supplement. I've been enjoying it. Other things that I would add, and yeah, I think these 2 are a perfect little pre-workout that I take with some caffeine. Caffeine is a supplement that I take. I just haven't got it here. It's just coffee, right? I take that I take it every bloody day. What am I talking about? Coffee every single day, and an extra caffeine boost before I go to the gym. And then that really is it. There are other supplements that I would take for, that I'm not taking at the minute, either because of the phase of training I'm in, or because of the convenience of just, when you live out of a suitcase, it's very difficult to fill up half of that suitcase, making it look like a Walgreens pharmacy in itself. You need clothes and things when you're carrying a suitcase, and shoes. Those are more important suitcase fillers than all these different supplements that I want to keep taking to become a healthier human. And so if you want to understand those supplements that you can take, or any supplements that you want to take in order to be a stronger, fitter, healthier rugby player, I will put the Rugby Muscle Supplement Guide in the links in the description below. Click that and you'll be able to download it. Gets regularly updated. I do keep my thumb or my finger on the, don't keep my thumb on the pulse because my thumb creates its own pulse. I keep my finger on the pulse of the supplement world and the research world, and I regularly update that sheet. It's a Google document, so you'll have your own link to it and therefore can refer to it, and it gives dosages and ingredients rather than like supplement names like Hype Crush or whatever. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. It might have been quite a long one in the end, and I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. We will see. But I want to start getting back into these because I do think that they are insightful. I do think they're helpful for you guys. And if you agree, thumbs up and comment. Like really, comments are going to be gold on this one. If you really do enjoy it, or if you have any questions about the diet or any thoughts on the diet, or questions for me, put them in the comments below, because that is going to show me that this is something that is a video and the type of informative video that people want to see. It's also going to show help the algorithm with massively. Comments and likes massively help the algorithm, which help grow the show and grow the Rugby Muscle YouTube channel. Helps me out. If you've enjoyed this video, just give a little comment, let me know what you thought, and I will see you guys in the next one.